because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncers guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, and I'm here with a young man himself, Matty McHALE. Matty, so far so good in your pro career. I mean, 4th professional fight coming up, or maybe your 5th professional fight, who knows? On a huge card here in Scotland, Ricky Burns and Willie LIMOND, man. I mean, you're flying so far.
Flying so far. It's great to be on such a big show like this. You know, everybody will be watching this in Scotland due to Britain. You know, they're two massive names as well. So I can't wait. I love fighting, and that's what I want to do. I'm never out at gym. So yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. And to be on a bigger event like this is perfect.
I spoke to Ian Wilson, I spoke to loads of guys in Scottish boxing, and they seem to think that you're probably that next guy to come through in Scotland. You feel any pressure with that?
Oh, I take it all in my stride, you know what I mean? I always have. Yeah, no pressure at all, you know. I go in there, I put the hard work in the gym, so there's no pressure to be put on, because I know I put the hard work in, and then I let my boxing do the talking.
Definitely. Well, listen, 3-0, 2 knockouts. You're in a division right now that sort of flyweight, super flyweight divisions, which which probably, I mean, they're stacked with talent, but the pool of talent isn't quite there. So you could probably get pushed real quick for that British title. So you're looking at the tail end of this year. Are you hoping for that shot?
Well, there's talks of something, an eliminator or something for this show here. So you know what? There's a couple of names being thrown at me, and I want to pick the best one out of them that they've thrown at me. So there's a name in there that I want, and he can get.
Name it for me, are you?
You know what? He can get the smoke. He can get the smoke. Maybe a bit of Brandon. He can get the smoke. Anybody can get the smoke. I'm easy. You know what I mean?
What about the smoke? You're in the big smoke, New York, the Big Apple. Last week, the Josh Taylor fight week, you went out there. Your coach Terry McCormack was out there as well. Just tell me about that whole experience. I seen on your social media you were running around Central Park and you were in gyms doing sparring. I mean, for a young fighter like yourself, man, preparation and prep that you can't when you need that sort of stuff, especially so early in your career. So how was it?
Absolutely amazing, you know. And firstly, thank all my sponsors for allowing me to go over there. You know, without them, I couldn't go there. So they play a massive part in this. But to get taken out my own comfort zone, because I'm comfortable in my own gym, I'm the man there, but get taken out and going into somebody else's gym as new blood, basically, you know, they all want to beat you up, and to you need them, you know, them jitters, but go in there, take it in my stride, and I do my thing, you know, and absolutely amazing, you know, once in a lifetime experience to go through there. We'd be we're running for about 8 miles, but it seems like 5 minutes because you're looking about at the scenery, at everything, brilliant, you know, so hopefully many more to come though. You know, yeah.
I'm sure they will. You keep doing what you're doing, and with people hyping you up, I'm sure that you will. Now, you were out there in New York. A gym mate, a good friend of ours, Josh Taylor, he was fighting out in New York. That's probably the main reason why you were out there, was to support your gym mate and your friend and Josh Taylor. Didn't go his way against Teofimo Lopez. Maybe a lot of people writing him off now after his last 2 performances. How do you respond to that?
You know what? They're writing him off. This is what happens when you fight the best, you know. This guy beat Lomachenko. You know, not many people say they beat Lomachenko, so when you fight the best, you know, maybe it's time for him to move up, maybe it's not, you know, only he knows himself. But when you fight the best, this stuff happens. So, you know, I think it takes time off, relax, do what you want, you know what I mean? I think there's still plenty more to come from Josh Taylor. Watch your space. Yeah,
I agree. I wanted to get your thoughts on this Ricky Burns with LIMOND. I spoke to Mark Crossan and Jake LIMOND, who may be a little bit biased in terms of who they think will win. You have been in boxing Scotland, you've trained, they've been coaches, both of them have been coaches at boxing Scotland, but you were an amateur, so I'm guessing you're just going to sit on the fence and enjoy this one.
You know what, this is great for Scottish boxing, it's great for everybody watching it itself. It's 2 legends of the game fight, and I don't know, you know what I mean, I'm just going to enjoy it, you know, keep myself here, sit on that fence. I'm going to enjoy a good fight, you know, because they're both going to bring it. They're both going to bring it. So yeah, I'll be sitting back, chilling, watching it. You know.
That'll be well, man. But back to you. Like I said to you, people have been praising you, they're hyping you up for this next best thing. Now, it's well known in Scotland. We have one generational fighter each time. We have Ken Buchanan, Jim Watt, Scott Harrison, Willie Limond, Alex Arthur, Ricky Burns, Josh Taylor. We have one guy. You're that guy people are talking about come after Josh Taylor, but you've been in that Scotland setup. You've been around these young amateurs that you see right now behind me. Can we have multiple guys to fly that flag alongside you?
Absolutely. Just, I don't want to be biased, but there's some great kids like out of Lock-In coming out. There's Oral, who's good. There's wee Liam Flynn. Absolute phenomenal, that kid. There's Saul. But like you look on that Scotland team, there's Drew Lemon, there's wee Leo, there's like, and that's not me naming half of them. They're all, you know, Scottish boxing came from here, but that's due to that pathway programme that Team Scotland's done. Now that, some of the people give it stick, absolutely brilliant. That's brought me on. I've travelled the world, I've done it. The pathway programmes, medal from it, you know, who would have thought? The pathway programme is absolutely brilliant to young kids coming through, and I fully support it.
Definitely, Matty. 1st of September, I can't wait to see my boy who I used to knock fuck out in the gym, and Matty McHALE. Listen, I can't wait for it, mate. You're just smashing it and keep smashing it, son.
I appreciate it, and we're going to do our thing. Pat, 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 pat.
Boom. Well done, mate.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,